The top 5 tips to trick your brain into forming successful habits. You might not know this, but your own mind is your own worst enemy when it comes to forming habits for success. Our brains seem to want us to fail at the exact same time that they want us to succeed. This results in getting in our own way when it comes to forming successful habits. One of the best ways that you can form these habits, in spite of your own efforts to keep you from succeeding, is by tricking your brain. These 5 tips will allow you to fool your mind into letting you be successful. Make it a game. Everyone loves games, and we are having fun when we are playing, no matter if you prefer the sports kind or RPG games like World of Warcraft. If you can make a game out of the habits that you are trying to achieve, complete with points, consequences, and rewards, your chances of those habits becoming permanent is much higher. Break it down into smaller steps. When it comes to making a habit, it can be intimidating if what you are trying to do is a big project. For example, if you are trying to form a habit of working on your online business every day, it can seem like a huge task. Breaking that habit down into small, bite-sized, and manageable tasks will allow you to take each of them one at a time. Pretend like you do it every day. It will take a great deal of time before a new task becomes habitual, but that doesn't mean you can't pretend like it isn't already there. Making your brain think that you have been doing this habit for years may trick your brain into making it a little easier for you to accomplish. Turn on some motivational tunes. Sometimes music can help us get more focused and release endorphins that make us want to work. Accomplishing tasks can seem like drudgery, but with music, they can be much more fun. Prepare by being successful beforehand. Finally, you can often trick your brain into being successful all day if you start the day right. Accomplishing a few small things first thing in the morning may set the tone for the rest of your workday and allow you to accomplish the tasks related to the habit you are trying to form. Six unique methods for overcoming procrastination for success. Have you ever heard the saying, "I'm going to stop procrastinating tomorrow"? This is a truism that everyone can understand because everyone procrastinates. But how do you overcome this human tendency to put things off until tomorrow? There are a lot of methods out there, and some gurus spend their entire lives teaching you how to stop procrastinating. But these 6 unusual techniques will go a long way towards helping you overcome procrastination in your life and getting things accomplished. Technique 1. Give time rewards. Give yourself a break as a reward. Work for 30 minutes and then give yourself a break, or however you want to structure it. Technique 2. Give other rewards. You don't have to just give yourself time rewards either. You can actually motivate yourself pretty well and overcome procrastination by using food, shopping, or fun activities. Technique 3. Use a motivator. If you know someone who you respect and has had success of their own, try to convince them to coach you daily or weekly. You may have more motivation to overcome your procrastination tendencies if you know that you're going to be reporting to them. Technique 4. Look at past progress. On days that you don't feel like doing something, and when you are fighting just to get the smallest tasks done, you can often motivate yourself by looking how far you have come. If you have tracked your progress up to that point, you can look back and be motivated to continue. Technique 5. Set a punishment. If you want to overcome procrastination and your rewards aren't motivating you, then perhaps a punishment reward may help you stay focused instead. Punishment rewards like having to do push-ups, putting money that you were going to spend on something fun into a boring savings account instead, or having something healthy for dinner instead of the pizza that you had your heart set on may give you the motivation that you need. Technique 6. Change your environment. If you are having trouble exercising, dieting, working on an online business, or any other task that you have set for yourself, perhaps your location is the problem. A location where you have had failures in the past may suck out your motivation, and sometimes going to a coffee shop or even another room in the house can help you get more done. The 4 secret things that are keeping you from successful habits. Did you know that there are some things keeping you from success that your mind is hiding from you? People go their whole lives trying to achieve success, never knowing that these things are preventing them from getting there. These 4 things are difficult to realize on your own, but once you know what they are, you can avoid them and get the success you have always wanted. In this presentation, we will present you with each of them, plus some techniques on overcoming them. Secret 1. You unconsciously compare yourself to others. If you are measuring yourself against other people, you may end up disappointed in your own progress. Everyone has different levels of success based upon their current mindset and circumstances. Avoid looking at others and comparing your own progress, because you will either think you are ahead and stop working as hard, or you will think you are behind and get frustrated. Secret 2. You wait for permission. If you are waiting for someone to give you permission to be successful, odds are you are going to be waiting for a very long time. You don't need someone's permission, not from your spouse, your parents, your peers, or your friends. Give yourself permission to succeed. If you want success, you are going to have to be bold enough to get it. Secret 3. You wait for the right time. There is no right time to get started. If you take someone's life from birth to death and go through it with a fine-tooth comb, you are never going to find the right time to start on the path to success. The right time is now, while you have the motivation. Even if you wait for things like your kids to be out of the house, your workload to decrease, or any other circumstances you are currently experiencing, you are still going to have things to deal with. The right time is now. Secret 4. You don't believe you can do it. Finally, you may not have enough confidence in yourself to actually accomplish the tasks you have set out and develop habits for success. You think that you will fail, so in order to avoid that failure, you don't try at all. This is obviously very self-defeating, and you are going to have to find the confidence somewhere so that you will be able to move forward. Nine mind-blowing tips to achieve any habit for success you want. When it comes to building habits, there are a lot of techniques out there, and books, gurus, seminars, and everything you can think of. There are even apps and computer programs designed to help you build the habits you want. But you have probably tried most of them. What you need is something totally different, which is why these 9 mind-blowing and totally unexpected tips to develop habits for success may be just what the doctor ordered. 1. Seek opportunities for success. If you see the chance to work on your habit, seize it, even if you aren't in the normal setting, or it's not the normal time of day for you to work on it. 2. Dress up. Even if you work from home, sometimes clothes can completely change your state of mind. Even if you work from home, shower, shave, dress like you are at the office, and look successful. 3. Have an action trigger. If you are trying to make an action habitual, the first step is remembering to do it and being motivated. Come up with some triggers to remind you to take action. 4. Mark your calendar. If you want a habit to become part of your daily routine, then make it part of the other important tasks of the day. Mark it on your calendar and make sure you consider it just as vital as the meeting at work or picking up your children from daycare. 5. Make your surroundings positive. If you are working in a dreary room with no windows and plain white walls, you probably aren't going to be able to muster much motivation. Redecorate. 6. Pretend that you are not yourself. Imagine that you are someone else, and you are trying to motivate someone, you, to work. What would you say to them, you? And how would you help them, you, stay on task? 7. Exercise first thing in the morning. Those endorphins can actually have a major impact on your motivation the rest of the day. 8. Try supplements for brain power and energy. Healthy supplements may or may not work, but even if they don't in reality, you might trick your brain into thinking they do. 9. Simplify things. If your task is too complicated, you might find yourself avoiding it instead of trying to complete it. Simplify it as much as possible.